Yo, Hyrule really got busted up in Tears of the Kingdom. Like, what is going on? Hey everyone, HMK here once again with another Tears of the Kingdom video. And man, if you thought things were bad in Hyrule during Breath of the Wild, they really turned things up to 11 in this sequel. While we got the idea that Hyrule was going to go through some changes and maybe some damage from the first two trailers, it is in the third trailer which revealed the name and the release date along with this amazing key art that really paints the picture, literally, of the state Hyrule is in. So let's take a look at the land and talk about what we know and what we see and try to figure out what is going on here. Now, the first obvious thing we gotta talk about is the floating islands. It seems that a lot of them may have risen from the land of Hyrule itself, being cut out from the land, very similar to that of Skyward Sword. But then a lot of these islands seem like they just came out of nowhere, like they descended from the heavens. Alright, the land getting cut up little by little, having islands float into the air, that's not too bad of a damage, right? Maybe it could lead us into caves or whatnot. But then we have floating Hyrule Castle. Now, this is not being floated by some unknown mystical energy or anything like that. It's literally being lifted by the power of Malice, and like Ultimo Malice too, like straight up super red to the max, God of War Ares type red. So that's already a red flag, get it? But then we also have Malice pouring out of Death Mountain, which we could see in the trailer and in the box art. Like, that seems like a very, very bad sign, especially when it's pouring out of a place called Death Mountain, which, if you think about it, is a really cool reference considering that Death Mountain is where Ganon was in the original Legend of Zelda way back in the day. But at this point in time, yo, the Gorons must be going through it right now. So how is Malice coming out of Death Mountain? Well, we're going to try and answer that later on in this video. Next, thanks to the key art for Tears of the Kingdom, we see this gigantic tornado-like thing that looks like it's possibly over the Tabantha or Hebra region. And I'm not gonna lie, while Malice pouring out Death Mountain is indeed scary, I think this is a way bigger menace. As we continue, we can actually see in the trailer that there are storm bubbles over in the Faron region sky. It's possible that this could be hiding more islands leading into a different area of the sky or something like that. But if one thing leads to another, we actually could see that the Gerudo area towards the end of the trailer is getting kind of dusty again. And remember, all of this is combining with the fact that Hyrule itself as a land looks to be very jacked up. Tons of holes, crevices, it's like it's falling apart like Lorule did in A Link Between Worlds. But hey, maybe this spells the return of grottos, and we go to the underground and the caverns, and yeah, darkness. But what exactly could be causing all of these problems? I mean, the easy answer is to say that it's Ganondorf waking up, but how exactly is he doing all of this? Honestly, I think the answer is that Ganondorf probably had enough, and now has taken his Malice game all the way up to 11. He's cranking it out, and once again, he's taking control of the divine beasts. As if his corpse is truly underneath Hyrule Castle, he has a pretty straight shot to the Sheikah conduit that is able to control all of these divine beasts. But instead of controlling the divine beasts in order to do his bidding to buy him time like in the first game, he's now making them go haywire, possibly electing to mess up the land so bad that he can rebuild anew, which actually could lead into the idea behind the name Tears of the Kingdom, that Ganondorf, through the power of Malice and the divine beast, is completely tearing up the land so badly, the kingdom is literally weeping in pain. As Varduna is situated at the peak of Death Mountain, it is literally erupting Malice, mixing in with the lava from the volcano itself and turning Death Mountain into a volatile core of destruction that will constantly unleash Malice and lava that can absolutely dismantle the area around the Eldin province. And then we have that giant tornado over in the Tabantha or Hebra region. That's actually Vamedo, perpetually playing the Song of Storms, taking the cold air and creating such a vortex of destruction that Rito Village and the surrounding ecosystem could be left to ruin if this continues. And then we get to Vanaboris. Sand. But hey, if it constantly creates a sandstorm with lightning, then the once beautiful Gerudo Desert can turn back into the Gerudo Wasteland. And that dust is looking a little too friendly. It looks like it's spilling over into the green lush lands of Hyrule Field. The Wind Waker revenge is real. But what about Varuta? Maybe the fact that it wasn't working at the end of Breath of the Wild means it was safe from harm.
We'll make our way to Zora's domain. Divine Beast Varuta. Looks like it's stopped working. Let's investigate the situation.
Or Varuta is now going to be poisoning the source of all water of Hyrule by mixing it with Malice and having these bogs of physical evil dismantle the drinking supply of the whole nation. Oh no. And it's looking like if this is all true, the only salvation the people have now is the sky. Once again, like in Skyward Sword. With this advent, this could possibly spell the return of us returning to the Divine Beasts. Now, before you guys get wild about the idea, get it, Breath of the Wild, I'm not saying this is going to be the main focus of dungeons just like it was in Breath of the Wild, nor am I saying that we're actually going to go back and complete the dungeons over again in Tears of the Kingdom. Resolving these very real issues is probably going to be just a portion of the game. And if the Malice is as strong as I think it's going to be in this game, maybe the Divine Beasts are beyond saving. In which I'm saying we're probably going to have to end up destroying them in Tears of the Kingdom. And that stopping whatever they're doing to the world of Hyrule could possibly lead the way to even more islands in the sky that they could be obstructing you from that leads to actual dungeons. In any case, I'm sure there's going to be a big explanation to what is going on with this world, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot more going on that we don't see. All in all, even though all of this is very dark, I am very happy to see that Hyrule has changed in such a drastic way going from Breath of the Wild into Tears of the Kingdom, because that was a major concern among the Zelda community. And seeing now that the world has changed in real time from the previous game to this game is going to be really interesting, going back to this world and see all of the intricate details and massive overhauls to this not so familiar anymore world of Hyrule in Tears of the Kingdom. But I want to know what you guys think on what you think is happening with this world and how we're going to exactly fix it. Leave your thoughts and theories in the comment section below, and be sure to like, share, and most importantly subscribe to HMK for more Zelda videos every week. Big thanks to my Patreon supporters for helping making this video happen. If you want to find out how you can support HMK for just $1 a month, check out my info in the description box below, and be sure to grab some merch at my shop at Fourth Wall. Alright guys, until the next Zelda video, this has been HMK, and I'll check you guys later.